Yesterday, I shared with you what's happening at the lower section of the garden, the struggles, the challenges I've been having with pests. But there were good things happening. Well, for the most part, there are good things happening down there. And it's the same for the upper section. There are good things. There are also challenges at the upper section of the garden. I promised to share that part with you today, and I'm fulfilling that promise. My name is Marie, if you're new here. And this is our container garden where we grow all our food, fresh produce, that is. And speaking about good things happening, so I harvested all the peas off of this gungo peas tree. And guys, you don't want to see the amount that's currently on it, producing at the minute. Some of them are ready, some are not. So what I did when I harvested off the first crop, I placed more rabbit manure in there, and then immediately after watering, I just see blossoms coming on, and then look at that. A blessing. All right, let's move on up because this is the biggest portion, so I need to hurry through. I'm providing updates as well as sharing my challenges. Guys, speaking of challenges, the ants, the biting ants making me go up gum tree. Have you ever heard that term? But guys, look at these roses. Aren't they just so beautiful? Right here, let me just show you what is going on with my little herb alley. Right here. It's not looking bad at all. Ants. Let me start down here. So in this bucket, I'm not sure if you're able to see, but I'll ensure you see. I have a rosemary that I'm trying to propagate in there. It's not looking too good. Neither is what is this? The lemongrass. Is not looking too good either. But take a look at this Cuban oregano. Let me smell and see if, you know, I'm trying to grow it. I'm trying to grow it from a leaf and it is working. Let me smell if they smell the same. This is the variegated one and this is the green. I don't smell a difference. But these both of them are looking amazing. This is my leaf of life. Looking amazing. This is my peppermint. I'm not sure. I took off the cover because I wanted to get acclimatized to the sun. It's not looking bad either. I took out the bell pepper. I don't want it taking any more from it. I might take out the flowers too. But it's not dead. It's growing. And this is my other mint. What did you tell me it was? Black mint? Or is this black mint and that? No, this is definitely not peppermint. This is the peppermint. That might be the black mint. It's a mint. But right here, not looking bad. Moving on. It's not a garden tour, guys, so I'm not going to go into depth with every single thing. I'm just going to show you what has changed since the last garden tour. So whatever is remaining the same, I'll leave those, but what has changed, I'll just show you. Look at this. This is one of my biggest problems in the garden, guys. Aphids. And I'm just going back to my soapy water with this because I was trying to find an easier way, but the diatomaceous earth is not working. It is not working. So I'm going back to my soap and water. My dish soap and water is the most effective. Sometimes they get away from it because life is lifing and you just can't get to physically pick them off because that's my way of dealing with it, the best way to remove them. Here I have a beautiful diamond bell pepper and it's growing. Look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's growing slowly. I don't know why. I expressed my what should I say? Frustration with organic growing your food organic. Guys, this is a challenge. I'm not going to even go around the corner and tell you that. Growing your food without the chemical, it is a challenge. It is a challenge to get them growing and producing well, and it is a challenge to keep the pest off of them. So not using the commercial fertilizer, not using the commercial pesticide, it is an uphill battle, but it is worth it because you know you're eating clean food. Fresh, clean food, some they might be imperfect. They will be imperfect, but at least you know what you're eating. Oh, that cabbage is so beautiful. Guys, the red cabbages are showing out. Time to eat red cabbage. You know, I've eaten some of them already. All right, let's go this way. All right, so for this tire right here, I'd initially placed it there for my noonie. Look at this, the aphids on the sorrel. So on this sorrel plant, we have stink bugs, we have aphids, and we have whitefly. How much can one plant take? Right here, I know I have a cocoa plant there, and that's because the noonie plant did not make it. It died, but I got 3 from Miss Gillette, and the 2 little ones are still surviving. I'm going to show you where I plant the noonie now because Steve suggested, and I totally agree. The noonie, this is not the best place for the noonie, so it's a lucky thing it died. It's going to be huge, massive tree, and so we need it further back. So I did that. So that's what is happening here. We have the lovely back cocoa growing here, and we hope to harvest loads come the end of the year from that. That's what is going on right here. You saw me harvesting the sorrel. That's basically what's going on there. I know you told me to trim the sugar cane. I'm not wearing gloves and that thing has itch, so I'll get to it. Yeah, I'll get back to that, but can take these off. I don't want to knock off the papayas, but don't like to the dry leaves just hanging. These are good fertilizer, by the way. So keeping them right at the root. They're going to feed the plant for me. Awesome. Look at this tiny little papaya right here. Excuse me, please. All right. Let's move on to more happenings up top. I harvested quite a bit of these pak choi. You know what? Yes, let's go this way. These pak chois, these ones that are left, I'm going to throw them away because the worms took what they wanted and I took what was left. And so these, I'm just going to take out those. But we got some. I'm not sure I'm going to plant back that, what was it? In my garden, I think. Pak choi, it does not do as well as our local ones here. So, I'm not sure I'm going to plant back this, especially when it gets warmer. It's not going to do well, as it didn't do too well at all before it bolted. See? Going to see that, even saving these seeds. I prefer the local pak choi. And sadly, one of my red cabbage here, so spoil. This one looking good. This one, The thing is, when we water with the pipe water, it can't touch the leaves. It spoils them, and when it rains, the rain doesn't do anything to them. But whenever we water using the hose, I have to put it right at the base of the plant, or it spoil it. So the water, you can safely say it's hard water. These tomato plants are huge. Guys, I've eaten so many from this, it's not funny. And I need to prune it now because I've never seen a tomato plant in my garden this big. I need to prune it back now because what you call this, watering down. I have 3 tomatoes here in buckets, and this one is a, what is this again? I think it's a pineapple tomato, slicing tomato. It has one on there, and that one, let me see. There's a label in there. Where is it? Yes, this is Dr. Welch's yellow tomato. It also has one on it. It's also a slicing tomato. And this weird looking one in here is another banana leg. It also has little tomatoes on there. So these 3 plants are producing very little, but at least I'll get, fingers crossed, and these pestilence allow me to, I'll taste what they taste like. These are new varieties at Farming on the Rocks. Yes. All right, behind the tomatoes here is um my set of stands with my lovely cabbages. Guys, I've been harvesting from here. I have little ones coming. I've harvested the ones that are missing. I harvested and I've eaten. Some are still there, the lower section, because I feed the leaves to the rabbit and I don't want them to just wilt. So here's a worm. I left them in place, but why I'm sitting here is because I am tired. All right, so I'm going to do a spring cleaning up here. So I just wanted you to see what it looked like before. You might only see the cabbages when I'm done, because I'm going to be sowing some seeds to just try and catch up with this season, cooler part of the year sort of thing, to plant some new plants. So I'm going to take out all of the dead and dying and just leave my cabbages that I'm harvesting from the old pepper plants, basil, stuff like that. I'm going to pull them out and replant. But that is what is happening right here. Apart from the cabbages being eaten, nothing much. Right. Around here, same story. This had susumba plant. I took it out and I placed it in this container right here. It's a little bit bigger. And I'm seeing now when I water it, it stays fairly upright, I should say. Usually droops as midday. It is still close to this stand, and guys, it is loaded with aphids and whiteflies and ants, just like the eggplant next to it. But yeah, it is doing better in the bigger container right there. It's placed on the ground now and not up on the stand anymore. If you look on this stand, it's almost empty. I've taken out the dead peppers. I've harvested all of the cabbages except for that one from MI Gardener. And I'm going to take out the other pepper plants that are not producing, and we'll be planting some new stuff there. So yeah. Oh, the susumba that was right here on this stand, I moved it. Let me show you where that is. So this is the one that was on the stand nearest to you. And then this one here is the one that was on the back stand. That place right here. And even further down, I'm gonna take you down there to show you where I plant the noni plant now. Now first, let's go that side. I think it is safer to walk that side. I don't want you falling off any rocks now. Right, guys? Can't have that happening. Let's walk this side. I might finally be getting some beets, guys. I might finally be getting some beets. There are a few I'm getting beets. We're getting beets, guys. Finally. Planted that so many times and the worms just eat them down. We're finally getting some. I replanted peanuts here. Not seeing anything yet. Nothing yet. And you know we harvested the yam from back there and replanted some. Even though you informed me that I should not have replanted them yet. But we did. So we'll see what happened right there. We also harvested some dasheen from here, and I took out some suckers and replanted them in this drum here that had the corn. I just pulled the corn, placed back the corn stems in there and planted some dasheen, and they're already growing and doing fantastic, guys. Back there and here, I molded up these dasheens and they're just doing fantastic. My passion fruit need watering. Passion fruit look wilted and it has on so many blossoms. Down here, guys, is where I took the noonie. The noonie is now situated right here. Can get as big as it want. It looks so tiny now, but before you know it, this is going to be a huge plant. So just gonna take care of it and hopefully it comes here. And I left more than enough space so I can always keep mulching and fertilizing. It should do well here. All right, let's make our way back up the hill. This is Steve's avocado tree right there. My tangerine struggling. Oh, despite all of the challenges with the pest, we can safely say we're still producing food, and that is the aim, right, guys? Well, let's come out of the sun. All right, so that's basically the little changes that have taken place since the last garden tour that I shared with you. So going forward, we're just going to be planting more food, and I'll be sharing more of that with you. All right, so see you tomorrow in the next video. I think I should have a throwback video for you for tomorrow. Most of you who joined in the last 6 months or so would not have seen it. So hopefully you enjoy that. And for those of you who keep rewatching the ones that I've been sharing from time to time, not many, thank you guys for the support. I appreciate you all. If you're watching and you've not yet subscribed, please press that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post another video. Please remember to like and leave your comments. Share with your friends, guys. Because if you enjoy or learn or you're inspired by these videos, chances are they might do the same for someone else. So please continue to share the videos. Take care until I see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.